I don't
maybe
think that's a really rent it type of thing.
Well, I mean, like, no, I guess I meant not like an hourly rate. Let me rephrase. I meant more like a warehouse where maybe you could like buy a booth similar to how like they like the studio warehouses like Fort Knox.
Maybe I could rent one from somewhere, but I'd have to like go get my own insurance. Like there's liabilities 100%. Involved and stuff.
No, so
but yeah, I would love to learn how to like actually paint stuff.
The closest thing I got for you, Bob, is there's this place in San Francisco where you can like have an experience where there's like food and like it's like Instagrammable and they let you like spray paint shit. That's as close as it gets.
That sounds so fucking Cali.
That is not even close to what I'm looking for.
That sounds like you just do it. It's not. It sounds like something that's not even that funny.
Facts.
I honestly think I could get closer with the blow up on Amazon and $100.
I was about to say you would be better off putting that shit in the middle of your street. You'd have more fun. You'd have more fun.
In the middle of your street. I mean, that's a hopeless endeavor. I feel like that's bound to get.
I already accepted that, but spray paint and what are they letting you spray paint? Can I just drive my car inside and I don't want to paint my car with spray paint?
Wait, what the fuck? Why'd you jump to put in your car in danger here?
No, well, that's the point of the paint booth because I need to drive a car.
Oh, you want one big enough for a car?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to like
paint cars. Hold on. You are gonna blow up something that large on your street to put a fucking car in?
Dude,
Bobby, I'm never in the same headspace.
Oh my god.
It's like we are never in the same.
For real.
For real.
I was thinking Max like.
I'm thinking like it's a fucking
like a porta potty.
Yeah,
like porta potty size.
Yeah, we're in the same. We are here. We are here. Where the fuck is
What am I standing in painting in a porta potty?
Dude, you're spray painting. How much room do you need to spray paint? Just have like a little flap.
It's not spray paint. It's a different thing. No, wait, hold up. How did you guys think that this street's gonna be impassable? You can't go around.
I thought this was gonna be like a fucking Porta John size, outdoor toilet vibe. I thought it was gonna have a little space where you could like sit something and you could spray paint it. So like if you wanted to take out something that you built and then you spray paint that inside the booth. What the fuck, Bobby? That's a goddamn car wash. That's a fucking
bro. You're gonna blow this up in the middle of your street?
Yes, this is why I said someone would run over it.
No, a car would not run it over. I think a cops would 100% come.
If you inconvenience my fucking day like that,
oh my god.
There's also guy's gonna walk up, like knock on the window and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Dude,
like,
there's no way.
Bro.
What's wrong?
There's no way that that's what you were.
Also, how long does it take to blow up?
This is exactly what I was talking about the entire time.
So long.
That's crazy.
No, it comes with two air pumps.
I was going to say, this is the one that you got to keep a continuous pump on.
It's
like a bouncy castle.
No, so it has two air pumps. It has one to blow the air out for the exhaust and one to blow it up.
Legit house. Yeah. This is actually kind of cool.
No, yes.
If I go home,
but this is too small. You need something bigger than this. This is the shitty way to do it.
Oh my god.
So
how much is it?
Great.
That one's $469.
That's not a terrible price. As I said, if I end up
unhoused, this one is a little more manageable, but I can't put a car in there. That's a motorcycle one.
I can't, dude. Bobby, there's so many things I never would have known existed.
That's way better.
Jesus.
Look how much space that is.
Those fucking lights inside of it?
No, it's just like skylights.
Okay.
I assume it'll get very hot inside.
Oh, hot as fuck.
Yeah.
You also have to have a mask on, and you got to have that vent going.
You need a mask. You need a full
like hazmat
suit. They're in hazmat suits. I used to have to wear one when I would be blast stuff.
Yeah.
They aren't paint. It's a little different, but yeah, kind of.
It's to make sure the paint doesn't get on you because you can't really scrub that shit off you.
But it's also like because it'll chemically burn you. Yeah. Or some of it will. So
you
don't want to
do this as a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see how it's fun. That's just fun.
I can paint my car any color I want. And like I can repaint it every other year.
Yeah, for real.
Different things bring different people joy.
Like I think that'd be fun.
I could paint things for other people.
Yeah, just like go spray paint shit.
Not you. Like I can start an LLC. What you mean?
Someone wants their lawnmower spruced up, look brand new.
Lawnmower?
Yeah, you know that red Toro
what was
paint
that your go-to?
We're in a recession right now.
Yeah,
I feel like that's an absurd service to offer. Let me repaint your lawnmower is crazy.
Maybe they're getting ready to sell their 12-year-old
But my thing is, if I
give it a little facelift.
That's crazy. If I'm cutting my own fucking grass, there's no way I'm paying to get this joint repainted.
Maybe there's a guy with a Mustang who's a little scratched up, wants the fender repainted.
Crazy. You're trying to source. You're trying to source clients here.
Legit. Also, what happens after the one person?
Bob's gonna like key your car. So he comes in.
Like how many other people are willing to get their car painted?
Well, it might not all be cars, like the lawnmowers. Maybe someone wants their
I bet the most painted items are going to be like fucking chairs and tables, and it's going to be a waste of how much space you have.
Yeah.
But that's where you really can make some money.
I could do big tables.
I was about to say, tables, chairs, you fucking make a killing. Because people, you'd be like, hey, you want to repaint your house, but you don't want to get rid of the furniture?
So that's part one. If I get a shop and a paint booth, so I have a shop outside the paint booth, I can make stuff too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
So like I can make those big wood tables and sell those like custom one-off furniture. Depends on the table, obviously.
Okay, let's say I wanted like a big oak exposed.
How many feet?
I'm thinking about would you do a leaf? Would you make me a leaf, like an additional piece I could put on to the sides to like add more people?
The pull-outs. That's
Can
fine.
I get a
We'll
leaf?
just buy that.
Okay. If we can get a leaf with it,
You have to understand it's not going to be a solid piece of wood.
Okay, that's fine.
So it might be less stable.
Okay, that does make me a little bit.
No,
weary.
That's just a fact of any table with a leaf.
Okay,
It's going to be like
I got
less
you. Let's say I want a 6-person without leaf. 8-person with leaf.
That was more like when you pick it up, you would need more support towards the center too. You can't just
lift.
If it's big wood, which we want.
Yeah, it's like this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, but like, what you thinking? I want it to be like a 6-person regular, 8-person with the leaf.
What kind of piece of wood are you looking for? Something clean cut?
I want
smooth sides. You want like the bark on there? I
want to see the bark. I want
like
to see the tree. I want to see the tree. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna have to do probably like acrylic or epoxy in there too to seal it up. Do you have preference on the legs? What you're looking for? Did you give me length and width yet?
I said I wanted to fit 6 to 8 people, and then I'm thinking like a
6 to 8 tight or 6 to 8 swimming free with arm room.
Not a lot of arm room. The arm room's not like we could bench one
like,
side.
Are we saying like
bench one side?
I think we're
like
looking
4
at
feet
like
a person?
7 feet and 4 feet.
I was thinking like I was thinking 7-8 feet, 7-8 footer.
What do you want for the legs? We doing metal? We doing wood?
I'm thinking I want some simple
you want
metal.
Custom legs?
Simple metal. No,
simple metal?
I want it to be like almost like the table looks
just
like it's floating from the right angle. Like triangles.
That's not simple metal.
That's not simple.
That's not simple.
They do the triangle legs.
We can make things look like they're floating. But you're going to want, for the amount of support this piece of wood's going to need.
It's going to be a heavy table.
Yeah, it's going to be a heavy table. So we can't just do tiny, thin metal.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking big, like maybe 6x6 wood blocks.
Okay,
and
like a block.
So you do the foot,
that's
and
way
it'll be
worse
like
for
a
moving, though.
block,
if I were to
and
ever
it's going to be like.
this joint somewhere, it's going to suck with that block too, because that block's going to have to be pretty sturdy.
You got it. Hear me out. So you make the foot, and then it'll have like a cut in right around the top of the foot to kind of accent the actual foot. And then, we'll just build up by blocks. So they'll be like 6 inches tall, and each one will have a taper and then a taper out, and it'll have a seam in the middle.
Okay.
And we could do a little black line in there to kind of accent that. And then we could do that for 2 big ones of those for the legs. Maybe bigger than 6x6.
Okay.
But instead of having 4 legs, then you only have 2.
Yep, and it still supports the whole table. I see where you're coming from.
That's kind of simple.
What's the price on a table like this? Straight from Bobby B's garage.
It would depend on the piece of wood we found, but like $3,500 to $4,500.
God damn, it's a good price though.
No,
I see it.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, I was a little apprehensive at first, but
this is a custom dining room table that we're gonna make out of a sheet of wood.
That's crazy. You keep saying we. I don't know how much I'm gonna be involved.
Well, you have to come with me to view the wood if you want to have a pick of what the cut of wood is.
If I could help cut a tree down.
Well, we aren't going to cut. We're just going to go to the lumber yard and look at the wood.
Yeah, that part. Okay, cool. Thought we were going to cut a fucking tree.
No, they make cuts for this kind of stuff. But yeah, I need the shop and then
Black Tail Studio.
What studio?
Maybe. Is it the guy who makes the epoxy tables?
The bald guy. Yeah, the bald guy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've seen 100 people making epoxy tables.
Yeah, I didn't know you had the secret love of carpentry. You know, I didn't know this was sitting there.
I was like, I know the exact
I've seen like
just never had all the tools I wanted to have.
Table videos.
I feel that you need a lot of space for shit.
Yeah, you need a lot of space.
Plus,
like, especially those people in those videos, bro, they be having like these beautiful garages.
Yeah, the workshops
and
amazing.
Plus it's all heavy. So like I could get a lathe. A lathe isn't going to be that expensive for me to get. I can go buy an old lathe. But that old lathe that I buy is gonna weigh 14,000 pounds.
Yeah. No, legit.
And it's big.
You can't try to put that in the apartment.
No, it fall through the floor.
Facts.
Your downstairs neighbors are like, "Hey, it looks like the ceiling's buckling a bit. What's up?"
There's also this loud screeching noise that goes on for 7 hours every day.
Yeah, I think you get evicted.
There's sawdust falling from the ceiling as it happens. It sounds like the building is falling apart.
It's like
That
they're
brick
complaining.
used to be in the wall.
They're complaining to like the people who own the building, being like, "What construction are you doing?"
Yeah,
like, none.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just me. It's just me. But yeah, no. So we need a shop. What would be really cool if it was a shop? So we got our woodworking stuff over here on this wall. We got some toolboxes back here. We got our welding stuff and all our metal stuff over here. We got 2 lifts right here.
You need a metal.
And then back in this corner, it's sectioned off with like little.
Studio.
No, this is for real. This is a warehouse.
If you build it yourself,
I don't know about $1 million.
Dude, if we have a metal CNC, I'll invest right now, bro. If we add a metal CNC,
how much are you investing? Because
is he just investing for the metal CNC?
Because you gotta invest more than the cost of the CNC.
That's what I was about to say. He's gonna buy it and ask for a corner. He's gonna be like, "Can we put it over there?"
Like, you gotta do the rest. If you're investing, we could do the shop.
He's gonna buy it and be like, "Can I just put it in the corner? You can use it whenever."
But yeah, so
1,000% of
back
future
here
goal. We need to set this shop up, dude.
We have like the sectioned off area. That's gonna be the paint booth, and it's gonna have a garage door so we could close it. We got our fan exhaust and everything.
What's the square footage?
Not a minute. No,
I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not.
We need to rob Daredevil's Fantasy Factory.
We just got like
this is legit a warehouse.
Yeah,
but not like a huge one.
I was about to say, because at first I was with garage, and then you said back here, and I was like, "Oh, that's the garage to the garage." Okay, no, this is a warehouse.
Yeah.
No.
There's actually some really nice buildings in Chicago you could do this.
And then once you build the paint booth, on top of that, you do another little sectioned off thing with a balcony. That's your apartment.
Oh, true. Residential.
But yeah, but
also,
you don't
if you
gotta
live
tell
at your
people.
business, if you tell the government, you can get a good write-off if you live at your business.
Smart. Okay. Maybe
you're allowed to block off a certain amount of square footage if you're your own like LLC anyway. Like, and say it's your workspace and write off your rent monthly.
Good. Okay. So yeah.
But if your whole workshop is that,
dude, we need to do
this shop plan.
I'm so down to do this.
Then I can learn how to weld. I can.
Dude, I want to learn how to weld.
Let's just get a couple $100,000 worth of capital.
Yeah.
No, see, that's the thing. We're looking at like $350,000-$400,000.
Yeah.
How much a year? How much would that cost a year?
I mean, the land. Well, first of all,
no,
if we did this in the middle of fucking nowhere,
the whole thing, we aren't renting.
Yeah.
If I do this, I am owning the shop.
I was going to say, own the land you do this on.
Not
facts.
Okay. So if we buy it, how much is that? How much is that?
We got to buy the land.
We need
first.
like $350,000 to $400,000. No, because I'm not building. I'm gonna go
you're
buy
gonna
a small shop.
Oh, it's like you're gonna get a shop and then
we'll do the interior little framing and drywall. It's not gonna need to be like
that's
sturdy.
Not complicated.
Well, it'll need to be sturdy. It doesn't need to be structural.
It's not for support of the building.
Yeah, and I could build 2 rooms out of framing and drywall and stuff.
Yeah.
Facts.
Drywall is not as complicated as it seems.
Well, and it's just my little apartment shop, so like who cares? Yeah, we need like $350,000 to $400,000 probably would get us the shop, and we could likely at that price, if we found the right guy selling it, get the shop and whatever's in the shop. So if we found a shop with a couple
lifts,
some
fucking shit inside of it already. He's like, I'm not taking that out.
Dude, then in that case, maybe we don't need to buy it outright, right? We can get a mortgage on it, and we could figure it out.
Well, yeah. But like, you need a
dude. We should do this soon, dude. We should do this soon.
Say, we need what are we building? What are we fucking building
You're like
here?
5 hours away by air.
By air.
No.
By air.
By air.
Are you coming
and
back?
On top of it, what is our export?
Whenever I come back, we're gonna do this. Whenever I come back, we're gonna do this. 100%.
What is our output?
I mean, we can explore options.
I was about to say we need at least a little Etsy shop to throw some shit up.
Yeah, no facts.
No, 100%. No, I mean we can film
all
of it.
A warehouse full of tables.
So it's hella content right there.
Yeah,
we can film all the shit that we're doing.
But the price of content goes down by the day. Like the money
That's true.
Make,
I mean,
the money you get off making content literally goes down by the day.
In like 5 years, what is content even gonna be?
Yeah,
you know,
I got some YouTube homies where I was like, that check makes me grateful I have a 9 to 5. Like where it's like, ooh, like shit, like it's just not hitting right now.
Dude, I don't know what's gonna, because all this AI generated stuff is gonna make content value, like the time and energy is gonna go to zero for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So then it's
well, I mean, the problem is also the money was spread thin off a rip. They were paying way too many fucking people, and now they're like, well, we can stop paying all of y'all. We can take a quarter of this money and pay an AI.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Legit.
Yeah.
It's like it's way easier. That's why Timbaland signed an AI, which is ridiculous.
Wild. Even I Am.
Yeah, like two people that I like legitimately respect as musicians, like just made me question all of my respect for them. Because it's like you just signed AI artists, like
it's
that
wild.
Sounds dumb.
It's so
and
wild.
then Timbaland immediately got in trouble because he inputted someone else's song into the AI to like give it like essentially something to work from. And like he didn't credit the artist that he put it in for, like, and he was just doing an example on stream, and everybody's like, "Gee, this is exactly what we're afraid of." And you just did it, and you're like a super producer, like
yeah.
And they were like, somebody was like, Timbaland, you have 30 years of music you could have picked from. Why did you pick someone's song and not give them credit?
Yeah,
like, and I was like, when you put it that way, like,
No, it's so interesting. For certain things, people prefer like humans, and then for some things people prefer AIs, right? Like there's a balance on where people accept AI and where people reject it. Like for example, chess, right? Like people don't watch like just chess bots playing each other. You know,
so
like people watch
boring.
like actual people playing chess. You know, like that's an actual thing versus now with movies there's already AI getting incorporated in movies, right? So it's like we're already watching it.
It's crazy.
So it's like it's so interesting how that's already happening. You know, it's like we can see the divide in where we accept it, where we don't. You know.
I mean, like, why bring it to creativity is my thing. I'm just like, I don't even fucking like. I didn't even like. I get using it for tools, quote unquote, but like we're not drawing lines on what's a tool and what's this is doing your work.
Yeah,
like
no, facts.
Because it's like it's one of those things where it's like if I input like I don't know 2 chords and then I have an AI create the rest of the song. That's not you didn't make a song. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
art
but it's like let's say you got like the rough draft of it, but then you bring in like an AI to like make sure everything's perfectly in tune. I would call that a tool. Like, but it's like that's just my line.
Yeah.
Other people's lines are completely different.
AI to check tuning.
Why?
It could just be a little
People been doing this shit forever, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like,
it should just be an automatic tool, right? Like instead of AI. Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I was so on the machine learning wave, and now it's just the AI wave. Like, there's a difference, and I'm seeing it, and I don't like it.
Yeah, like there was that movie that won the Oscar. When they were ever speaking in the other language, it was like an AI version of their voice or something like that.
That's wild.
Which movie was it?
There was that, like, I don't know if AI was involved at all, but they had those little discs in their neck that they could put in different people and come back to life.
Oh, the creator.
Oh.
No.
The creators. That happens.
I was gonna
That's not what you're thinking about?
Oh, the Brutalist or whatever.
This was a Netflix show that we binged on a New Year's Eve in Michigan.
With Adrian Brody.
People had chips in the back of their fucking head.
Yeah, it was like I
Westworld?
No. They were like,
yeah, you got to find that one for me. That's killing my brain. Like, what? Like, I feel like I might have seen it. I'm with you, but like, I don't know. A lot of the shows we did down there were like crazy fucking dramas. Like we did Game of Thrones in way too short of a time frame. Like that was. I'm not proud of how many episodes we burned down as a group.
Just binge through that shit.
Yeah, those were good times. Good times. G times. But yeah, like I mean, I kind of
take me to Netflix's website.
I kind of want like all of this shit to stop. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where it's like, if we wipe out the internet, is it a bad thing?
Yeah. It was called Altered Carbon.
Yes. With Anthony Mackie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ran like the whole thing down.
Oh,
I don't remember any of it.
Yeah. No. Oh shit.
I don't remember any of it. I don't know if Anthony Mackie's in it.
No, it's
I
not
just
that one. I was thinking of
that.
Afterlife. You did say yes to that. It was a no.
I just said yeah, though.
You did say yeah. You saying yes is what let me know. I was like, no, I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay. Because I literally remember nothing from it besides those neck things were the key to moving people to different bodies.
Yeah. That show
that was like their consciousness.
There was another show that was just like that called like Travelers or something, where people were injecting their conscious into other people who were about to die.
I thought Travelers was like time traveling people.
Yeah, it was, but I was just thinking about people taking over people.
Was it like the Rick thing where he like stabs them with the syringe and then a Rick grows out of its arm and it dies?
We all just got sent.
Yeah. Okay. I was
like, no, it's not like that. Why'd you check it, Mom? We literally just got this thing.
I was like, well, what was it?
I said it so Ananya didn't check it for real, and then you checked it for real.
I was like, well, what was it?
You wanted to feel involved.
We don't know what that came from. Maybe it was a severe thunderstorm warning. Maybe there's a tornado coming.
We're the best place to be.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Well, yeah, but maybe I'll move my car.
Where?
Your priorities in case of tornado are a little out of whack.
I thought Bob wanted to chase tornadoes. Now he's running away.
He does. You're right.
I'm not running.
You don't want to go outside.
I want to move my car because it's in like a debris trap.
Oh, it's going
a wall
down.
and a building.
Yeah. No, it's over with. You're not getting that car.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
For good
if there's a tornado warning,
I
will have time to go move my car and drive away from the tornado.
It depends if the vortex is already coming down or not.
You're gonna outrun it? That would be crazy. Me and I are just sitting here in the basement. We think you're coming back. Tornadoes going over top, just hoping Bob's good.
It depends.
And you're just flooring it in the fucking.
I don't think you'd have to floor. Tornadoes usually don't move like more than 50 miles an hour.
I mean, look, I trust you. I've done zero research on tornadoes in comparison to you.
They aren't like. It's more of like.
No, that's why you can drive away. Yeah, I mean that's the point. Is like you can drive away, but it's like there's got to be a road.
That's the point. It's crazy.
The real danger of tornadoes is most of them don't stay on the ground too long, so they're just. The storm's there spinning, and then all of a sudden, randomly, there's a tornado on the ground, and then 2 minutes later, there's no tornado.
Yeah.
That's why it's so devastating, dude.
Well, yeah, when places get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of storms.
But yeah, no, I would just go try to move my car. Like, that's all. I was like, maybe it was something like that.
I don't think I'm making a move for my vehicle. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to let it. I'm going to let nature happen.
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, your insurance covers it, man. Act of God.
Yeah.
That's some act of God shit right there.
There are definitely insurance policies that actively say we do not cover acts of God under this policy.
There are. I 100% know that my policy does, but that's not even what I was thinking.
I think mine.
It's just, I think in the grand scheme of weather danger, I don't care about my car.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was just checking because you brought it up.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I was like, well, there's only a handful of things we all would have got a notification for.
I forgot that's how we got it.
Yeah, honestly, same.
What's up, and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. Who
up?
knows how long we've been going, but I just remembered that we didn't intro.
Oh, no,
how are you doing today?
If it was going to come up.
Hey, well, it came up, and it is some point. How are you doing today? We are in here to talk some issues this week. You got DJ Bobby B on the ones and twos. It's crazy because I couldn't hear that when you did it last week.
Yeah.
We got the human weapon over here, Ananya. We got the hacker parse in J-Treb over here, who knows all the lyrics to your favorite and least favorite songs. How are you all doing this week? I feel like that just kind of came out naturally.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like
a solid intro.
Thinking about TVs.
Thinking about TVs.
Yep.
We've worked it, you know?
So, my big thing here with TVs.
What's the deal with it?
It's
What's the deal with TV?
What's next for TVs?
What could be next?
OLED came out like 11 years ago.
Hot drop.
Everything's not OLED at this point. What are we doing? What's the goal? What's next? We've had 4K.
Yeah.
High refresh rate TVs for years.
Well, I mean, like, I didn't think this would actually spark a real conversation, but I actually do have a fucking opinion.
Yeah, I assumed everyone would.
So, like, I mean, I'm a person who does not care too highly about the quality. Like, that's kind of been my thing forever. Like, I do like an older device. I like older technology. My TV in my bedroom is an 08 that's, like, it's 1080p.
I know
it's the thick Samsung.
Yep.
And I love it still.
Doesn't have a stand.
It does have a stand. It's just
it does
the stand is not really connected to it well.
Oh, that's...
So, like, what I did was
it's made out of wood.
I drilled. No, it's not made out of wood. I got the original. The original stand. Okay. But I drilled deeper holes into it, so it's actually it leans forward a bit because the TV's so damn heavy. But like maybe one day I'll like find a way to permanently attach it to the base. Okay. But it's not right now, so it could be on the floor right now at home any day, you know. But like I don't know. But like as you said, like what's going on with TV? Like I feel zero need to upgrade that terrible piece of shit television.
Yes.
Like and it's like it looks good for everything I want it to look good for. The blacks could be better. I do have a newer TV in my living room with better blacks on it, which does put it to shame. But like. Other than that, I'm like, yo, I can watch a good rom-com on this. I can catch a good cartoon, watch a Disney movie.
So, hold on to your opinion, because I have a follow-up question, but let's go to parse.
It's the same thing as it's phones, right?
Yep.
They don't know what to
walls.
do. Yeah, it's the exact same problem as the phone. It's literally.
What more do you want out of it?
But yeah, that's all I got, Bob. Go ahead.
No, nothing.
You
nothing.
don't have an opinion?
My only opinion is the same thing. It's like, yeah, what more can you do?
What kind of TVs are you rocking? I feel like we should also have thrown that out.
I don't even own a TV.
That's wild. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I don't own a TV.
What about you, Pars? What TVs you rocking?
He bought a new TV.
I got a LG, I think.
You got an OLED?
I think it's like no, it's not. I don't think it's OLED. I think it's
If it's just the LED.
I honestly don't remember. Who cares, dude?
He said it plays my shit.
Yeah, it works.
So
it's a 4K. It's a 4K. I don't know if it's OLED, but yeah.
If it's just the LED one, it's probably the 7 or 8 series. Do you want to know if it's an OLED right now? It's like 75 inches, right?
Yeah.
That's a fuck ton of TV,
if you're comfortable disclosing, if you bought an OLED, it would have been around $3,000. Did you spend $3,000 on the TV?
No. Yeah, so I didn't.
He said, hold on. No. He was like, we're not balling like that.
Does $800 sound good?
I was about to say.
Yeah, that's on it. That's on it.
Yo, that spread is insane. That price spread is fucking crazy.
No, you can get a 75 LED for like
roughly
$550.
I get fucking tempted when they have the fucking deals because you will see a fucking 65 to 75 inch TV on sale for $350.
Yeah,
and you're just like,
one is
what
shit.
the fuck?
But yeah,
but it's like, my thing is like, as someone who does not care heavily about TVs, I'm like that would get me to upgrade. I would upgrade to that for $350 because I know I'll hold on to a TV for more than 10 years.
So the follow-up question, and I'm going to adjust it a little bit because of that statement. What would entice you to get a new TV that's not on sale? Like it's got to be a feature.
Like a new TV, a feature?
It's got to be a feature or something that it does. What would you want to see?
The only thing that has ever gotten me, the only thing where I'm like, I could do one of those TVs, I'd buy it fucking new at full price if I had the disposable income. Yeah. The picture frame TVs.
Oh, those are sick.
I love having art in my crib, and the thing is, my TVs do sit off a lot of time in the day. And I would enjoy it if my TV could do something like provide art to the space. Like that's really cool. And I mean like that, of course I could put like a fucking slideshow on the TV, but the fact that the TV itself is built to look like a picture frame. That's the feature that is cool to me.
Do you know about the mosaic?
No, there's a mosaic.
So you take a picture of the wall it's hanging on.
And
it will color match the art to the concept of the wall.
Come on, that's crazy. Yeah, see that only feature of a television that would fucking matter to me. Like I could care less about the refresh rate. I care less about the blacks. I don't care what operating system you're running on it. I don't give a shit. If it color matches to my wall and looks like a beautiful fucking picture, like that's cool to me. But also that's almost like so not TV, you know, where it's like a.
I think that's part of TV.
I think you're right.
It is because they made it, so you are right.
The frame TV's been like a huge thing for Samsung.
I bet. I mean, and like I saw people who have them on like easels and stuff too.
Easel one,
and I was about to say, like that easel one. Like, although I would rather do a frame, the easel one looks nice too because you can make it an accent in your room.
Now
it's like it's
not a fucking TV. Yeah, that's my problem with my TV now. It's a fucking like anything I buy, it's just gonna be a fucking TV right there.
I will preface. My sister bought a frame TV. I mounted it on the wall. Yeah. It's a bit of a bitch to hang.
Oh, it does not look
simple. It's not the easiest thing
I would probably do like some Geek Squad installation vibes. Like I'd do like some Best Buy.
But it might be like, so the mount that it comes with, the mount you have to use because it's a frame.
Buy a different one?
No. Well, I don't know if there are different ones. But if you aren't like, don't have the stud width that it recommends, good luck.
It's over with? Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's ways to get around that like with building. But I mean, like, if you really want to, you can cut a hole in your drywall and add
a 2x4.
It's like if you really want to fucking do it. I mean, my thing is if I have enough disposable income to get to frame TV, I'm assuming wherever I live, I'm willing to do that.
Well, because at an apartment, you're not going to do it. You got.
I mean, actually, I do it once again if I'm at that level of disposable income. Because for me, TV is so far down the fucking list of things I'm buying. Even if I was rich today, it's like I'd be willing to cut a fucking hole in the wall and take the hit for the deposit. You know
the frame, but you wouldn't necessarily be looking for anything brand new.
No,
there's nothing you can imagine. It could be
the first generation frame. There's nothing I guess
that would make you want to buy a TV.
I want more screen. Like I have a lot of screens, but I don't have a lot of TVs. Like I've got monitors galore and shit because I just like having shit like at a glance. I want more smart mirrors in my crib that maybe have a little section on it I could play a YouTube video. I'd want that over a TV any day. If they just gave me like a mirror I could put like, or if all of my mirrors just had this ability to like kind of give me my like day at a glance, a calendar, weather, text message, like put all that shit in my space and not like VR wise, like really in my space. Like that's more valuable than a television. I think I'd get rid of all the TVs and just kind of like throw my content to different mirrors in the house and have a fuck ton of mirrors.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fucking dope. If TVs got to just mirrors.
I know. I mean, that's why. That's why the smart fridge was such a thing, dude. People were watching YouTube on it.
Yeah, and I get it. I just don't spend enough time in my kitchen to really like invest.
I don't think it had problems.
It did.
There's a Samsung one, right?
That's what we're talking about.
It has like footage and stuff on it.
The Samsung one they were both screens. And you could like see inside the fridge. I heard numerous people say they would show things that weren't there or would not show things that were there. It's
crazy. No, that's wild. Generating random food in your fridge.
No, like it would be like something that was there at a point, but like it couldn't tell it was removed. I don't know.
It's like you think you got a bottle of ranch in
I
there.
don't know. I never have really seen one except for in the store. So I didn't see it happen. I couldn't.
The smart appliance wave. It's like the appliances I want are not the appliances that they seem to advertise that I want smart.
Where is my robot butler? That sounds like a great appliance. I'm kind of there,
but that also sounds a little iRobot-ish.
Robot butler will do my laundry. Don't need a laundry machine. Robot butler will cook.
Well, you need the laundry machine. Where is it going to do the laundry?
You still need the machine.
With the fresh water.
I mean, actually, that's
actually probably more practical. That's more practical.
It's more practical and it's more efficient. It saves
water. Robot to move stuff. They could just do it with its hands.
It would hand wash it like.
Well, no, because like no, you have a robot butler.
I don't need a dishwasher.
You don't need any of these items because it could also do it on the day of. It's like it only has one purpose. So it's like you take the clothes off immediately after you take them off. It's like they wash them and they start drying them and shit. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I'm kind of here for the robot butler.
No, yeah. So remove
chauffeur. Oh,
I like.
I like driving. I like driving.
I'm trying to.
No, there's already the AI cars out here.
I was driving here today, and I was so mad that I couldn't pull out my computer and start typing something. I was like, I need somebody to fucking drive me places.
There's topic.
What?
Tesla launched robo-taxis in Texas. Yeah. But hold up, we aren't going there yet. Because, Parse, what feature would make you buy a new TV?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, okay, so maybe they should start making better computed filled TVs. Because, like, dude, even this TV I bought, right? Like $800 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, who knows what gets you. Yeah, dude, it's like still like slow and laggy.
Well,
you know,
it
glitches out.
So
I'm a firm believer in plug a fucking Roku or an Apple TV into everything.
I hate to break it to you, but you aren't getting like a nice TV with nice internal hardware until you're spending over $1,200.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, it should at least be like the whatever CPU's in there. It should be maybe like, you know, like equivalent to like a $400 laptop, which moves faster than that TV. You know, it's like that.
But that's not the margins on TVs.
If you spend $400 on an $800 TV budget, that TV is going to be crap. If half the budget, like, to build the TV, and then you have no margin for, you're spending like $80 on a processor and custom making a motherboard and using the tiniest amount of RAM you can. And the tiniest amount of storage.
Yeah, I imagine TV internals are all all about efficiency.
Yeah,
it's all about.
It's all about the cheapest thing you can put in there. Until you get up to that $1,200 price point.
That CPU must be like as strong as like a crappy smartphone or something. You know, I mean, I'm guessing.
Well, it's probably like a Intel Celeron from like a few years ago.
Some shit that would have crushed in a netbook in 2013.
Yeah, it's they aren't the fastest things, but you can't have like a huge power hungry processor too until you want to pay more.
TVs also always shoot for energy efficiency as well.
What did you say?
Yeah. All I'm saying is it shouldn't be laggy at $800.
I disagree. Like, I've had that class TV for years, and like everyone at that price point I've seen, they function the same. They're okay when you get them, and then a year down the road, they're all lagging on stuff.
I'm a firm believer in we still need set-top devices plugged into TVs.
Yeah.
Until that, like,
well, I'll just go plug whatever I want into my TV.
And
I'll
that's
plug
what I'm
my
saying.
laptop in.
Well,
I'll plug
your laptop, your PlayStation. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we will always need something to go along with these because TVs move too fast as well. To the point where, like, let's say you get a Vizio Like Vizio is the one that I know the most because I've only seen bad operating systems that never get updates on them. And Toshiba's as well.
A ton of updates.
It got a ton of updates.
It is laggy now, but it was good for about 4 years. But
it's one of those things where like TV providers and manufacturers seem to stop giving a shit about software way quicker than other companies.
This is also because you haven't seen the ones that do get updated, like LGOS.
Yeah, but are we talking about the higher tier again? Are we back in that higher price?
That higher tier, all of this changes.
That's a very that's probably a minimal portion of television buyers.
Yeah,
like I can't imagine.
I don't think anyone's like, yeah.
Well, my thing is, I assume a lot of people are sitting at home with TVs for years.
But like, more people walk into a Best Buy and walk out with a $2,000 TV than you'd think.
I guess, but like, how many people are online purchasing that $400 to $800 TV per day?
I don't even think people really buy them online. I think if you're purchasing that cheap one, you're waiting for Target Black Friday, Best Buy Black Friday.
But that's a whole different realm where it's like Walmart is always going to be selling a little Roku TV for a low price. I got one in the living room, and their Roku operating system is great. Like Roku,
so the Roku
they're not
ones
failing.
tend to work pretty well.
They are good with updates.
So the TCLs tend to work pretty good because
they were one of the OGs with Roku.
Yeah,
like I know my sister's got a TCL from literally like years back. I'm talking this is probably like a 2015, 2016, and that operating system is still clean. It's not laggy because it's like Roku is focused on operating systems. They're not focused on television.
They also get you now because a lot of Roku devices require a subscription for updates. So,
really?
Yeah.
None of mine have ever asked me for a subscription, and I am the arbiter of the 4 at my parents' house, the 2 in my apartment, and so I got 6.
My parents
six total.
Had like a bunch of them, but they also had the big one, like the Apple TV size one. That one wanted a subscription. I know.
Oh yeah, I did. I got like the sticks for my parents' crib, and then I got like a little like mini like on the go John for my like room TV, the 1080p one, and then the TV in my living room is.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I literally, like, no fucking complaints. And also, like, they all have AirPlay 2. And, like, once you put AirPlay 2 on a device, I can cast anything from anything I own.
No facts.
Yeah. No, as long as AirPlay works good, you know, I don't have a problem with the TV.
I'm so glad they made that open source for everybody to be able to use.
Josh likes the frame. Parse wants better hardware.
For me,
what would get you to actually buy a fucking TV?
Buy a TV other than it being on sale or something. It's got to be a feature.
Yeah. No, I think for me it just needs to be doing something when off. So whether that's like even like a Siri or like some type of voice assistant where I could be like, yo,
LG has a voice assistant.
Where you can use it to like even like do home controls.
LG you talk to the remote. It's called a smart remote. Basically, all of them have that now.
True.
They all have basic Siri. It's not like AI, but it's like go to this channel.
No, exactly. Like I just want it to be like, if I walk in my apartment, I could be like, yo, play this playlist. And it just starts playing my playlist.
You might have to tell it to open.
I was about to say the Amazon TVs do something like that if you have connected Amazon devices.
I think
need an extra peripheral.
Any smart TV after like 2022, I think roughly.
Oh yeah, I mean all of my shit's connected to Google, so if I put a Google Assistant in my home again, I could just tell it to do something. I just keep the app on my phone and I'll tell it to do something.
Facts.
But okay, anything else or just
like also like I think I do agree. I want it to have like some type of display, so like some type of art,
something to look cute.
Exactly. Like if it's
like
black
you just
box
leave
in the
it
corner.
on all the time.
Yeah, or like but it doesn't take up that much energy. Like you just kind of.
So you're more on the like paper like type route too. Okay.
Like just something. It's something that
you don't even have a TV, so I feel like yours like it would look so out of place now that I think about it.
Yeah, because like I just bought a new monitor, or not just, but like it's a newer monitor, and that does everything that I would want to do on a TV.
I feel that. That kind of restricts you to a computer chair a lot, though.
It does.
It does. It does.
I have 2 monitors.
Oh, he sits on his beanbag.
Yeah, but I switch over.
Well, yeah, he
and also it's on the arm, so I could just move the monitor.
All right, don't act like that moves it more than 3 feet, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but like, it's enough. It's enough.
Hey, don't flex on that arm, bro.
Like, hey, relax, bro. Hey, relax.
It's like from here to here, but you're over there still.
Yeah, but it's like it's enough to where like I can angle it down.
I've never actively seen somebody rain on a parade.
Legit.
So quickly.
Why are you hating on my arm?
That was fucking funny.
That was like the tiniest parade ever.
Because I'm being like, he's not wrong.
27-inch monitor from.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you moved it a little closer. Okay.
He's like, yo, that moves it like
27-inch monitor is like 24.
I was about to say it's not even 2 feet.
Yeah.
Like it's really.
That is
you are further away than anticipated for that size of screen. I'll tell you that. You're probably at like 55 distance if we're being
my
totally.
fucking god, that's so crazy. Oh shit! I have a homie who recently I was at their crib. They edit using AirPlay on their TV, and they use their like TV in their living room as a monitor. Yeah. I as somebody who uses iPad, I think I might try it with like DaVinci and just see how it goes. But like I was like, that's kind of a cool use. Like if I had like a TV that was like a frame on the wall, and then I could just like,
but it's a little bit delayed.
It's like my monitor. Well, actually, AirPlay 2 is pretty good on the lag. I'm not gonna cap.
I was gonna say the latency.
Yeah, I was about to say the latency's not that big of a problem because it's also not really like going over Wi-Fi. It's your local shit. Yeah. Like, and I mean,
you could also just plug it into an HDMI.
You could also plug it into an HDMI. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. I thought that was a cool use of it because I've had AirPlay for so like I had the fucking Apple TVs back in high school. Like I used to have them in my like bedroom. So I'm just like I've had AirPlay for so long and I never really thought about sitting back. Like I've used it as an extra monitor for like, okay, let me watch the video I just edited, but I've never thought to just like pull the timeline up and like keyboard mouse on my lap. Yeah. Like I don't know, it just seems cool.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I also don't do that because it's like then the audio's like playing out loud, and then I feel like I'm gonna just.
Well, you can still do headphones if you wanted
to. I'm alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go in and pick your audio input. Yeah.
Because it's still off of a laptop or an iPad or something. Yeah. But yeah, so my feature.
Yeah, what feature? I mean, you like TVs too.
Yeah, well, I also mine exists because I want to buy the TV that has it.
I'm sure it's over $5,000.
No, it's not.
Over 3.
It's not. No.
2?
Oh damn.
No, it's like the TV I want is like $13.99.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Yeah. What's this achievable ass goal you have?
It's well, if that's achievable, the frame is achievable. The frame's like $550 for a 43-inch.
Are you serious?
Oh really?
Yeah. I was surprised on a bigger one.
The 55 is like closer to 7 or 8.
Oh, that's not bad at all, actually.
Hey, I might have a TV one of these days. Shit.
Oh, but yeah, still, you thought,
but still, like, once again, like I guess
higher,
what I consider to be frivolous TV money is like such different pricing because I'm a big free TV person. Like what? Like there's a TV out there you can go grab for free on Facebook Marketplace right now from 2017.
No, 100%. Like, yes, 100%. You can. There's so many free ones, or even like $100 ones that are pretty.
I had a fucking extra TV.
It's
I was using
$14.99.
Oh, see, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. What's the feature?
The TV I want, it's called the Sony Bravia 8. Mm-hmm. And the Bravia TVs do this awesome thing where if you don't want a soundbar, that's okay because they're freaking sick. And Sony, for the TV speakers, vibrates different portions of the screen. So the whole screen is the diaphragm. And on the really expensive ones, like if you pay for one of the Bravias that's over like $5,000, it'll have inputs for the center channel of like a sound system on the back, so you can just hook cables and banana plugs into it.
Dang. That's kind of
sick. But I love that feature.
I want to hear this in person.
Yeah. It sounds pretty cool. It can like throw sound. It has like Atmos.
That's a lot of technology going on. Yeah. I mean, also Atmos is getting confusing for me because we're moving the goalpost. Yeah. But yeah, like that's an audio nerd thing. But
Atmos is like standard. You got to meet it.
But the thing is. Meeting it is by
meeting it is easy.
It's what I'm saying. Meeting it is easy. Recreating it when you put it in your home is different. So when you put it in your home, people are putting these in the right places. No. They're not properly measuring their spaces. No. So it's like, are you really listening to Atmos?
Well, and a sound bar is never going to really give it to you. So an Atmos sound bar, you know,
it's because I'm like you need multiple.
Some of the sound bars are good.
Yeah,
but so it's got that. It's got the Sony, like, I think it's called, like, the Bions XR, but Sony basically makes the best processor that anyone puts in a TV.
Yeah.
So it's got that. It's an LG OLED panel from the LG C series, so,
boy,
like,
LG
their top
make
OLEDs.
their money, even if it ain't their TV.
Sony, depending on the model, switches between Samsung and LG OLEDs. They used to be exclusive to LG, but that was before Samsung was making OLEDs.
Okay.
But, yeah, so it has basically the best processor in TVs right now. Has the LG panel, so 4K, 120 hertz, has the variable refresh rate and stuff for gaming on it. And the screen is a speaker. Yeah. And on top of all that, it just looks good with anything that was shot on a Sony camera.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course.
Damn.
That marriage.
So any movie done on
all
the
Sony
Sony
movies?
like Venice,
Well, I was about to say
because they just put their own stuff in it.
Yeah, I was about to say if you get a movie
filter.
that was produced by Sony, edited by them, like if it's, I bet that experience for even a movie as bad as Morbius is probably beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like if this went straight through the pipe from Sony to Sony, it's probably perfect for it. I had a old Bravia that like Ruby gave me, and then Momo fucked it up. It was my monitor on my desk for a while. And like that monitor was it was a nice TV.
Oh, true, I remember that.
Yeah, it was good for a second. And then Momo decided to, it was like I had it like on the ground for like a week or something because I was like moving shit around, and I turned it back on and just the top lines were all pink. And I was like, oh, that's the part you've just been clawing at. Damn. And then you like look at it and it's like the plastic is kind of removed. I'm like, oh, you were going for it.
That's tough.
And this is back when like Momo was like 2-3 months old, so it's like you can't even be mad. You're like, you have no clue what a fucking television is. Like,
come on, Momo.
I just can't seem to wrap my head around paying $1,500 for a TV still.
Yeah, I agree. That's why even when you said the $800 for the frame, I'm like, that's reasonable, but still, my head TV's like $350. I'm like, yo, I'm breaking the bank on the TV.
My current Vizio TV was like an $800 class TV when you bought it new, but I was working at Best Buy at the time, and I bought it used, and it was really like $350.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you were like you had the hookup at that point. Like you was working with TVs.
I
daily.
selected the out of box or open box TV I wanted.
Man, I should have bought a TV when you were working back then. That would have been a good time to get a television.
You had to like fish through it because people would come and look through the open box stuff.
Oh, of course. I mean, open box at Best Buy. Is not
it's
bad,
a solid
ever.
section.
Like,
the managers will haggle with you too if you're like.
I didn't even know that.
Really, by the way, ask them for like $20 extra off.
Just be like,
if it's been
man,
sitting there for 2 weeks, they'll give you the $20 extra.
Type shit. Because like, man, like I do love.
Granted, this is like TVs. You're spending like minimum $400.
Yeah.
If you find a $20 open box thing and you're like, hey, dude, can you knock it down to $5? I don't know if they're gonna really entertain you.
Type shit. They're not gonna have like large margins. But if you're like, hey, bro, can I just get an extra little 20% off top?
Like if they have like a nice 80-inch Samsung TV, new is worth $1,200, open box for $900, and you're like, if you do $850, I'll take it right now. And they've had it for 2 weeks, they'll probably do $850.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. I love the ability to haggle in a store. Like I don't know, sometimes that makes me want to go more.
It might depend on the managers too, but when I used to work there, the guys used to.
Yeah, I'm assuming
because it's like when stuff sits for a while, if it's not going to sell at that price, it's not going to sell at that price. It's just sitting on the floor, make some money off it, make sure you're above margin.
I'm a big like try to buy a display unit type person where I'm in the store. I'll be like, I want to sell that. You want to sell this display one? Like, what's the markdown? It's been on, just sitting here. You know? Because I'm just like, fuck it. I'll take the one that's been.
No. Also, sometimes they have just a standard, like whatever display cut on that, and it's like it's never even that good, and it's like still basically full price type of shit.
Yeah, it depends where you go, but like, a clearance at a fucking electronics store hates to see me coming. Like Micro Center, when I was looking around the fucking corner. Oh my god, man! Do you know how many fucking Mophie wireless charger plugs? I don't plug my phone in shit.
Yeah,
like because they were $5.
Yeah,
and I got all types. I got the ones that go with like the DC plug, ones that go with the like micro USB. I got 2 at work. Like, bro, I'm just man. Like, I love a good fucking quick sale. Like, ooh, they're like, we need to get rid of all these items. I'm like, what are they?
But yeah, so working on the TV plans. But we'll see if I can find one of those open boxes.
We got a lot out of that TV topic.
We really did.
Way more than I thought. Way more than I
really did.
I mean, and like,
You're welcome.
Don't put your fucking hands up like that because you had no clue where it was going either. Okay.
Oh, I knew by the time we started talking we were live.
That's way after the
I may not have told you when I picked the title. Or may not have known where I was going with it when I picked the title.
But we got somewhere.
We got it there.
We did.
Yeah. So I want a Sony TV.
Yeah, I mean, like,
my opinion, they're the best top line TVs out on the market.
They seem like good TVs.
No, Sony's the best. Samsung is pretty bad nowadays, man. Samsung.
I wouldn't even say that. I think the higher end Samsungs are respectable. You got to go over Q70 though. So Samsung's lineup is the 7000 series, 8000 series. Those are both like kind of normal-ish panels, no craziness. It used to be, it started with the Q60. The Q60 started getting nice. Now it doesn't get nice till the Q80. So the Q60 and Q70 have been like downgraded, and the feature list is like up towards the Q80 and Q90.
See, Bob, I feel like you should be making YouTube videos. I feel like you should be making video essays about this shit, because like it's one of those things where it's like, who the fuck would have noticed that? But also, I want to know that kind of, because it's like I feel like you're taking advantage of me. Because it's like if I would have bought a Q70 back in this day, I would have thought I got a top of the line, and now I feel
you would have.
But that's the thing. Now I'm getting gypped. Somebody should fucking tell me.
The Q70 back when I was working at Best Buy. Q70 back when I was working at Best Buy from Samsung was like solid TV, basically got all the features. You're just missing their magic box that connects to it with a tiny cable and has all the ports on it.
True. It's fucking crazy.
And now the Q70 is like normal backlight. It's called mini LED backlight because the LEDs they used are mini, but it's not like full array local dimming mini LED.
And you see, like, Bobby, I don't even know what the fuck full array local dimming means. Like,
So
I can contextualize it.
It's the idea of doing like an OLED display without OLEDs. So like you divide the screen into like 16 squares.
Yeah.
And if it's only light in the top left corner, only the
You
square in the
you
top
turn
left
these
turns
off.
on. So the rest of the screen is off. You get better blacks. So TVs will do that. Like I think mine has 90 local dimming zones. So it has 90.
So then it
decides
where to turn off based on the light that's being emitted in the video.
Yeah, so it turns on and off those squares to make contrast better, and it can vary the backlight. If you just
probably
have
looks great for a fucking Star Wars movie.
It looks. My TV still
Like
looks
space-
awesome on a lot of stuff.
like
the
space
UI
looks
is
great
just
with
getting
that.
old and it's getting slow.
The apps are updating too, so I mean, I imagine
Samsung, my TV from like 2019 has that with all the backlight stuff. They're just not mini LEDs. This was the old LED technology, but it works pretty good.
Yeah.
Samsung claims their TVs are mini LED because they use like mini LED technology in the LEDs, but it doesn't even have that. It's just a constant white backlight.
Dang.
That's crazy. Man. Yeah, dude, like this. I feel like this video.
And at least like the LG Neo 8 is like actual mini LED with like 12,000 dimming zones.
Yeah,
that's insane. Damn. That's a lot of.
It's still not OLED. Yeah, OLED is like the number of pixels on the TV for dimming zones.
It's literally like per pixel type shit.
Yeah.
So OLED is the ultimate full array local dimming. So I had kind of I was actually looking for like a mini LED TV because I was like, that'll be pretty cool. And the only ones really are that LG Neo 8, which I was looking at it next to their cheaper OLED, and the cheaper OLED just looks like blows it out of the water. Damn. And then the TCL mini LED looks pretty good, but it's the top of the line one. Damn. So it's like the top of their range. I think it's like the TCL 8 series or whatever.
Like their top shit. It's their number.
And at that price for that one, and the price for the LG OLED, I might as well go for my Sony OLED because it's like $100 more at that point.
Yeah, man. This is probably why I don't buy TVs, because like that's a lot of thought. But like honestly, it's like you should put that much thought into like your television.
Well, I'm a firm believer if you should put that much thought into anything you buy.
Not everything. I don't know.
I'll back off of that. I have never looked up anything about soap.
That's wild. That's so crazy. I've looked at shit.
No. I have looked at the soap bottles and what is in them. I have never gone and done research about what are the best soap.
I have like eczema, so like my
that is what I am
skin's
saying.
Pretty fucking rough. So
you look at the bottle and stuff. You'll see what it says. You'll see what it says on the ingredients.
Yeah.
But like I've never gone in
cheap soap
a YouTube rabbit hole.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I've not YouTube rabbit holed it, but I've definitely looked up what ingredients are like causing like issues with my skin. So maybe not as deep as.
I wanted to get the like sim racing stuff. I know every major brand for sim racing, their top models, how much they cost, what the feature sets are, what wheels are available, what pedals are available, what different types of pedals are available, handbrakes, accessories, the sims themselves. So you got to go learn all that stuff.
I wanted to do some Forza racing, and I went to Micro Center and said, I got $150.
Facts.
Give me a wheel. And I got a wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, I put no.
I did a different thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put no more thought into it. If I were to make a sim thing, maybe I'd probably... Actually, no, I'm not even going to cap. I would not do that much knowledge. I would literally go to you.
Yeah, honestly.
Give me the 2 top companies. Honestly. And then I'd go with those 2 and do my research.
100%.
This is part of what I could do out of my shop, too. It could be like, come to me if you would like to buy something.
It's like you also give buying advice.
Dude.
I was about to loop back and say the thing that you said at the start of the show before we went live.
Some interesting... like options and dynamics between Mercury and Yamaha outboard motors right now for boats.
Who the fuck, Bobby? You don't even have a boat.
Yeah.
I want a boat though.
Oh my god!
I was showing Ananya the boat motors, dude. They're fucking sick.
They are cool.
What the fuck is cool
I'm not gonna
lie. You've lost me. You've lost me entirely.
Dude, you can go get.
You think there won't be a boat in this shop, Parse?
The party barge.
Party barge is crazy. Let's not go back to party barge.
First of all, Parse,
let's not go back
I'm
to
building the party barge at the shop. If we get this shop done, 100% am building the party barge because I'm learning how to weld too.
Okay.
No, dude, I'm dead ass. When I come back, I will
10 million and
Parse, you're never coming back.
Yeah, I fail to believe that you're coming back. That's why
what the fuck?
Legit.
You never look back. What do you mean?
Back eventually.
When I come back, eventually, motherfucker, we're gonna be 40. Parse is gonna be like, you guys ready to build that Mythbusters studio?
But yeah, so that's the place for the party barge. But dude, they're sick. You can get a 400 horsepower V10 Mercury outboard.
I don't know any of that
Yeah,
shit.
no, that shit is. It looks sick.
It sounds sick. It has a sport exhaust. You
Yeah.
can turn it on
Yeah,
and
it is
off
kinda
and make
cool.
it louder.
If I ever am in need,
There's
when
a
I'm writing
V12
script to say
Mercury
something
outboard.
smart, I'm going to come to you for
Yeah.
the lines.
No, facts.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I was trying to talk about cars in this movie scene I was writing. Can you actually?
I could do that too. We'll run that on the shop.
I was about to say, yeah, you
It's
can punch
everything.
up
I can be a consultant on scripts.
like a script consultant for accuracy.
Because, like, I know a lot of random things about a lot of random things.
I was about to say, you
Dude,
would give
the
the
lawnmower industry hasn't changed in, like, forever. They're all the same thing year after year.
Bobby, I need you to start making
shit about John Deere.
Like, I don't know.
Random John Deere.
This is information
Tractors
where it's like...
are pretty similar, too. Like, Lamborghini surprisingly makes shitty
Yes,
tractors.
but I mean, like, that's because they stopped caring about cars and tractors. Lamborghini cares about racing. Like,
No, they don't. They care about cars.
Aesthetics.
They
I would
do?
argue. They're back in racing for the first time in forever. They haven't raced in...
From the small history that I know of Lamborghini, it seems like they were like, we can make cars that look really nice and we can fund some fun shit from it. Like, but it was never like a under the hood once they started popping off.
No, the whole thing for well, we're gonna be out of here.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I'm gonna say one more thing. And
Yeah, also, I like this fucking shirt.
Hold it.
The thing that Lamborghini has been forever is it looks cool and it shows off. It's loud. People notice it.
It's loud.
That's Lamborghini. They were never into racing until like the last few years.
Really?
Yeah.
Made it seem like
Ferrari is the one that
Ferrari,
cared about
of course.
racing.
Yeah, I was about to say Ferrari.
Enzo
That's
cared
different.
about racing.
I was about to say Ferrari is known for it. Like Enzo is associated with it.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know any other names of fucking like people. Honestly, Enzo is the only one I know.
Ferruccio.
Who?
Ferrari. It's
like I was about to say Ferruccio. I don't even know that much.
I don't know the original Lamborghini guy's name. I know.
It's not Lamborghini.
I know Pagani.
Lamborghini. Lamborghini, Mr. Lamborghini.
Do you guys know the brand Pagani?
Yeah.
That was made by an old Ferrari engineer who used to lay their carbon fiber. His name's Horatio Pagani, and he just left and started building custom one-off cars out of carbon
all
fiber.
These motherfuckers is their last name.
So this is the most like factory Lamborghini racing project in like its history, and they really weren't racing before like 2010. 2010 they started racing like GT3 cars, so that's like where you have your Corvettes racing, your Mustangs, like those kind of cars. Your sports cars for the road turned a little bit race car. They started doing that with the Huracan.
Okay.
The Gallardo and the Mercy never raced a thing.
Oh, damn.
Wouldn't even know.
The Gallardo might have, like, but not officially, not like a major racing series. But this is the new Le Mans hypercar that they run. This is basically the top of the Le Mans 24-hour or WEC, the World Endurance Championship.
Oh,
but that's the
At a
newest
certain point, all these cars look the same.
Well, all these cars in this category do look the same because they all conform to standards.
Yeah.
So there's actually a lot of freedom in these ones. They used to be much more looking. You should have seen what they looked like 10 years ago.
But see, that's what I mean by we have different definitions. Yours is based in the past. Mine is based on the fact that feels like every single car I've ever seen do like left turns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those things where it's just like all these cars are looking the same. Like, and maybe
I gotta
real
quick.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Let's
wrap it up.
Let's wrap up. Pars,
we don't need to say anything. We'll wrap up while he's gone. Anyone got a point?
No, like Eva's pulling up. I gotta open the door.
Oh, true.
I mean, we'll just get out of here. Yeah. That's more what they used to look like.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. I mean, that looks exactly the same like what I just saw. Like that's the problem. I don't have enough prior knowledge to categorize. So it's like, to me, I'm just like, man, like, what are y'all doing? Like,
there's a great documentary about that car and Audi winning Le Mans. Go check it out.
True.
We got different definitions of riveting on the documentary front too.
It's a great documentary.
The only quote that seems fitting post this conversation: "If you ain't first, then you last."
Yep.